So open up your elephant in photopea. You guys got that? Yes, no, yeah, sure, no. I told you to download it from Google Classroom, so Arturo Rochin is here. Wow, Arturo is here. Well, I prefer you be in Zoom. This way you can learn. Alright, so once you have your elephant in your background, we're gonna go to the left where we see all our tools. You're gonna go where it says, or where we see that there's a bean inside a box. Okay. Then we're gonna right click on the bean, and then we're gonna see quick selection, and we're gonna click on quick selection. Isabel Martinez. Oh. Bean. Baked bean. Okay, so do you guys have your quick selection tool selected? Yeah. E. Alright, so we want to make our brush a little bit bigger. Yes. Around around 80. Let's do 72. It's the elephant is too big. So we're just gonna start selecting everything. Okay, so I just clicked once on the elephant and it kind of did a good job, but then as you can see it's selecting everything down here. Yeah, it's some 99-cent Chromebooks. So what we have to do now is we're gonna subtract or get rid of this by going up here where it says minus. This is the quick selection tool, so it's under the lasso tool, and you're gonna see this bean inside a box. You're gonna right click on it and you're gonna click on quick selection, and it should be on the plus by default. And so you just click on whatever you want to select. I want to select the elephant, so I clicked on that. And then what I want to do is I want to click on the minus, because it selected everything underneath, which I don't want. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pass through here, and you could see it selected our elephant pretty well, but we can do better. So I want this husk to be selected too, so I'm gonna go back up to my plus or unite button, and I'm just gonna select this husk, and it should select it, but then there's still this blue background still showing. So I'm gonna go up to my minus tool, decrease my brush size. You could either use the brackets to decrease your brush size, or go up here and decrease your brush size manually. Okay, so you guys can Alright, so a lot of times I can't select more than what's there with this quick selection tool. Oop. But I think I could do that up here. Oop. I just need to make my brush smaller. No. Okay. So a lot of times I still can't get it to work how I want it to. So I'm going to go up to my lasso tool. Click on my lasso tool. I'm going to go to my lasso tool. And I'm going to hold down shift. And then, so shift allows me to add to my selection. So I'm going to hold down shift. And then just add to my selection. Loop back around. Oop back. You guys are funny. Hilarious. Thanks. No, thank you. Alright, so we're just gonna select this carefully. Go over our edge of our elephant. Just like so. And we can subtract, so we can add and subtract from our selection by holding subtract by holding down Alt instead of Shift. So just carving this out like if it was a statue. So let's say I made a selection over here. I could just hold down Alt and then circle around the selection and it's gone. You could have asked that sooner. Funky. That funky chunky. Oh my god. Now I know how parents feel on road trips. No, you go to the bean, right click on it, and then you're gonna see quick selection. So now from here, we're just gonna carve this out a little more. I don't want these blades of grass, so I'm just gonna, oh no, I'm gonna hold down my Alt key and then get rid of these blades of grass. And you guys should have a perfect selection like this. Oh, once you have your selection tool, hold on, once you have your selection, press Control plus J. Yeah, just leave it like that. So just press Control plus J, and then it'll select your elephant and isolate it into a new layer without the background. So Andrew Andrew. Okay, Andrew. Once you have your quick selection tool selected, just hover over the elephant. Increase your brush size to around 80. Click once on the elephant. It should select everything that it can, but it also selects the grass, and we don't want that. So go to your minus up here, your minus circle, click on that, and then click on the grass, and then you should have a tighter fit like this. Go back up to your plus, click right here where you see the husk. Actually, make it smaller and click on the husk and try to refine it as needed. Okay. So just keep using your plus and minus as needed, like so. So now that you have your selection, just press Control J, and you should have your elephant on a new layer. Okay. We're going to be using Control J a lot in this class, so get used to it. Don't talk back to me. I'm your sub. What's Control J? Control J is it pretty much just it puts your selection on a new layer is what it does. Then it isolates it from the background, so you don't have your background distracting you, and you could just work on this. Okay, so now that we have our elephant, we're gonna work on our cat. We're gonna work with something with fur. Let's see. 25. Boots with the fur, Everyone's looking at her. Alright, so we're gonna drag in our cat with the fur. We're gonna rasterize this cat, so right click on your layer. No. I used to watch that show a lot, but sadly I do not. Yeah, there's a cat in announcements. It's the blue one. Furry cat for assignment. Okay, so now that we have our cat inside, we're gonna rasterize this because we can't work on this when it's not rasterized. Yeah, not rasterized. So we're gonna right click on this layer, and then we're just gonna click on rasterize. It'll automatically rasterize for you if you ever try to do anything to the layer. So rasterizing. Okay, so when it's not rasterized, you can scale it up and down without it losing its the quality of the image. So you can scale it up and down, and you won't lose the quality. But let's say after I rasterize it, I have to, let's say I want to scale this down, so Control Alt T. I scaled it down, pressed enter, Control Alt T. I want to scale it back up. Look how pixelated that looks. But when it's rasterized, yeah, it looks kind of bad. But when it's rasterized, you can I mean, when it's not rasterized, you can scale it down, scale it up. It doesn't lose its quality. Minecraft vibes. So, yeah, that's what rasterizing is. That's why a lot of times you want to put these on what are it, smart layers, I think they're called. So your stuff doesn't lose the quality when you're trying to scale up or down. That's why it's you should always keep your transforming to a minimum because then you guys get these pixelated images and it's not good for clients. So we're gonna go back to our quick selection tool. We're not gonna quick select this because let's see, maybe it does a good job. I haven't tried. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do a good job. This. Oh. Yeah, see, it does not do a good job. So what we want to do is we want to go up here where it says refine edge. Oh, let me try something actually. So I'm going to click on the cat and then I'm going to click on refine edge. Click on that and then you should be greeted with something like this. Okay. And pretty much what we want to do is we want to layer these three colors. So this white one is for the foreground. It's pretty much what our cat is going to be. This gray tone is for our outline. We want to use this to outline our cat. And this black one is for the background, which I think it's already on default. So what we want to do first is we want to click on the gray box and we want to color in our background. Or I mean our outline. So just color in our outline with this gray color. Okay. And then we're just going to we're going to click on the white one and then color inside the cat. Go back to your gray if you feel that's necessary, because you don't want your white to be touching the background. Let's do that. Okay. can see that our cat is slowly but surely starting to form on the right over here. We have this as a black background. You can see it better. This is how you select things with fur. It's really cool, huh? Huh. Sure. Alright. It's really cool. Approved. It's pretty sick, huh? So now we have our cat isolated. So I do recommend actually using that quick selection to click on it once to highlight the object just a little bit. And I'm just going to leave this as a transparent background. So I'm just going to click on the transparent background and press OK. And now we have a cat. It's okay. With practice, you guys can get better. And now we can do a lot with this cat. We can do this double exposure if you want to. We can make this cat a background. So to make a background for this cat, it's still blue though. What do you mean it's still blue? Turn off the layer underneath by clicking on the eye. Oh, we can fix that. So that's what I want to teach you guys. So, okay. So turn off the background of the cat. But for the assignment, all you have to do is turn in these 4 layers. So this background, your selected cat, this background, your selected elephant, and that's all you need to turn in. So let's say you want your cat to not have this blue this blue a little bit. What happened to the lighting assignment? What do you mean lighting assignment? Lightning. Oh, lightning. Oh, I was just teaching you guys how to do the lightning. I don't think I've ever assigned that to you guys. Okay, so we're gonna click on new adjustment layer underneath this selection. So click on that. Click on color fill. And I'm gonna make mine kind of black. Press OK. And if you guys want to get rid of this blue on your cat, make a duplicate of this cat. Go to image, adjustments, go down to desaturate, and then change this from normal to soft light, I think. No, soft light or hard light? I think hard light. Hard light. Hard light. Wait, what did you... Okay, so... Okay, do you guys have your cat? You guys have your selected cat? Yeah? Alright, click on your background so you guys can put your color fill above your background or right under your cat. So go to your Oreo where it says new adjustment layer right next to EFF. Click on that. And then up at the top, we're going to see color fill. We're going to click on that. And now we're going to change our color to black or whatever you want. I'm going to do black. Not all the way black, but like a dark black. And then press OK. And now we should have a black background. Did I say dark black? Like a dark gray. Okay, so now we want to make a copy of this cat. So we're going to right click on it. And we're going to click on duplicate layer. And on this copy, we're going to go up to image on the left, right next to edit, image, click on adjustments or hover over adjustments, go all the way down to desaturate. And then we're going to change this from normal to hard light, or we'll do vivid light. No, hard light is fine. Hard light. And from here we can put a mask on this, so, or an inverse mask. To do an inverse mask, we can hold down Alt and then click on our mask right next to the file, and it'll do an inverse mask. So it's black instead of white. So I held down Alt and then clicked on the mask with the circle inside. Next, we're going to go to our brush tool. I know. You'll get better at doing this the more you practice. I literally learned how to do this like last week, so if you guys practice more, you guys will get better than me. No. Honestly, new or people who are new at Photoshop learn faster now than people who started a while ago. Just because there's more, there's more tutorials online than than there was like years ago. And old people, they don't care about the YouTube. Yeah, when I first started using Photoshop, I literally had to relearn everything every day. Yeah. Yeah, like me. So now that we have our white brush, I set down the hardness to 0, increase the size to around 300, and decrease the flow to 12%. And I'm just going to start coloring in the edges until I see that white coming in. Okay. Now, that's one thing we can do with our cat. Let's just clean it up a little bit, make it whiter instead of all blue. Another thing that we can do, you can color it in if you want, if you like that effect. But I just do the edges because the edges are the bluest. There's a lot of things you can do to this cat. You can You can change the whatchamacallit, the color of this cat if you wanted to. So I think to change the color of this cat, I just make a new layer on top of everything, desaturate it, or put a gradient map. I've already taught you guys how to do this. Gradient, press OK, image adjustments, hue and saturation, and just change the color of this cat. Change it to that. And just press OK. I'll upload this video on YouTube and I'll link it in Google Classroom so you guys can see it. Okay. So if you guys don't have any more questions, give me a second. If you guys don't have any more questions, you guys are free to go. Free to go, sorry. And have a good day. And stay safe, guys. Good night. Alright, bye. Bye, bestie. Wait, do we turn this in question? Yeah, you're gonna turn this in later in Google Classroom. I'll post the assignment during lunch. Alright, bye. Thank you. Later.